everyone, welcome to this week's episode. As always, if you can like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is episode 7 from our Irish adventure. Thank you. So, awesome place to stop for the night. Really cool little car park, nice facility. 5 or 10 euros, we couldn't quite work it out. The sign for the honesty box has been painted over, so we put a bit of money in there. But in terms of location, you really can't fault this at all. Just there is one of the main car parks of the harbour, and Dingle Town is about 150 yards that way. So yeah, fantastic place to visit. Really liked it, definitely going to come back.
Yeah, just to say that you can park in those car parks through the day, but there's no overnight parking.
No.
So this little piece of land which is next to the car parks is really the only place along the harbour that you can park overnight.
So just come down the Dingle Peninsula a little bit from the town now. There's something I want to see just a little bit further along, but as you've come down, it's a bit mad really. You've got on the right hand side, it just signs up for like a 500 BC prehistoric ring fort, where you could go in for €2.50, and it's like a grass ring fort. €2.50 to see the fort and also pet the sheep, which is quite cool. Just come down to this one, which is a promontory fort. This is Dunbeg. But apparently these sort of monuments are scattered all over this area. This one's dating back to about the 9th century apparently. So not as much of this fort left. There's quite a lot of earthworks and stuff still around it. You can still see like the awesome construction though, the cobbling and stuff. €3.50 to walk through a bit of history. Yeah, I don't mind that. So as well as my, I'm taking a trip down to the fort, the 350 also covered an audio-visual, easy for me to say, presentation. And I wasn't really going to bother going in there because it was 10 minutes, but I went in anyway, and it's really worth doing it because it tells you a lot about the archaeology of the area and the history, and also gives a context for the fort. So if you do come, go to the AV first, then go down to the fort, you'll get more out of it. Yeah, so just continuing along the Dingle Peninsula, and it's one of those drives I think where every like you seem to go around a corner, it's like wow. We've just come around here. This is epic, I gotta be honest. In case it's not apparent from the video footage, it is a bit windy up here. So for the next stop on the gorgeous Dingle Peninsula, gorgeous it is, inclement it is, so yeah, it's a bit spitty with rain at the moment, but I'm at the Gallerus Oratory, which is a pretty iconic site on the Dingle Peninsula, and if you're a bit of a history nerd like me, then it's a must-visit spot on your way around, and it's kind of a fairly unique looking place as well really. So the oratory has been a place of Christian worship now since about the 9th century, but the coolest thing about it really is it's 1200 years old, but it has never ever been restored. It is basically as it was when it was first built, which is really an incredible thing for something which is a dry strong construction, you know, sitting in the open really to the elements. Yeah, so €4 to come and see the oratory. It's obviously not massive, you can see there it's a small building, but pretty fascinating really.
Me and Chile are absolutely gutted that we didn't go to the oratory with Chris. We're not.
So an epic drive today. Did the head of the Dingle Peninsula, absolutely beautiful. It's now behind us there. We're on the Ring of Kerry over the other side of Dingle Bay. But yeah, what a great day. We got this free park up tonight, which is opposite a pub and B&B. Fingers crossed it's open later, but if not, no matter. But yeah, found it on park for a night. No facilities, obviously, it's just a park up, but room with a view, that's for sure. So just down behind me there you can see the bridge across. This is Valentia Island. That's the little village of Port McGee in the distance there, little fishing village. The plan was today to come. Steph's not feeling great and I was going to jump on one of the little boats and go out and see Skellig Michael, which is just over there. I'll show you a picture now. But unfortunately they're not running today because the swell's too high. It is a little bit rough out there, to be honest. That's a bit gutting. Skellig Michael, if you don't know, was in the Star Wars sequels. It was like where the Jedi Temple was. It's just a really cool looking island though, and it's like a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can't go on the island at the moment, and even when you can, it's quite expensive. It's about €140 per person to be able to land on there. But it is like a wildlife preserve now. But yeah, it was, I think it was around €50 for a boat trip out to the island around it, so you can take photos of the ruins and the birds and whatnot, but it's not worked out, unfortunately. Incidentally, this car park, the Brayhead car park, you can actually stay here overnight. It is permitted. It's €10 for that, but the machine's not working at the moment. Plus, it's still quite early. I think it's only about 1:30 at the moment, so it's a bit soon for us to sort of stop moving. So I think we're just going to carry on and do the next little bit of the peninsula and see where the road goes. We've just paid our €5 each, so we can take the little walk, 10-minute walk up and see the most spectacular cliffs in Kerry.
Yeah, we'll have to make a complaint if they're not.
Yeah, I don't know, how do you compare these things? Anyway, Chili's allowed to come, which is great news, so yeah, that makes a change anyway. Yeah, I reckon that qualifies as spectacular. So I guess the only thing to compare it to really is the cliffs of Moya that we visited, and this is a lot less glossy than that, a little bit no frills. It's also a lot quieter. Now, in all fairness, we did visit there on like Easter weekend, which was maybe a bit of a faux pas, but you do feel like you can get a little bit more up close and personal in these cliffs, so yeah, worth the €5, definitely. So the good thing about the Wild Atlantic Way discovery points is they are quite easily distinguished by those big, sort of cool, rusty red signs. Just spotted another one up on the top of that hill over there, which you definitely won't be able to see with this camera. But I'm just thinking, I might go up there now. Might be an ideal spot for an overnight as well. Wow. So we think this is going to be our park up tonight. This is just a little bay down the mountain from that viewpoint I was talking about, which was stunning in all fairness, a bit exposed over the top. But we're right on the beach here. Chili and Steph have just gone down for a little walk. Can still see, maybe just behind that headland, the Skelligs. And it's a fantastic beach there, and these waves are awesome. Wonder how far Steph's going to get into that water before she realises that's a really bad idea. Chili won't make it in as far as that. Steph just taking a parting shot of the beautiful skelligs. Had a dose of karma last night after moaning in the video I put together yesterday about the village in Borna, the other side of Galway, that had banned camper vans. We had some very inconsiderate camper vanners turn up last night. Turned up about 11:30, lit a fire, put up 2 tents in front of the van. Now this is like in a parking area, just to be clear, and then proceeded to make a load of noise till about 3 o'clock this morning. So yeah, a little lesson there as to why people ban camper vans in some occasions. So tonight's park up is the Goosey Island motorhome park in Sneem, and yeah, what brilliant little facility. So it's a little town on the Ring of Kerry, obviously taking a slightly different approach to motorhomes in the sense that they've set aside a sort of specific area for them. There's electric, there's water, there's waste disposal, grey and black. Excellent. So the town looks really cute. We're going to wander in there, maybe have a little lunch. Chili's just having a walk now. We probably won't take her into town just because a lot of the places, especially do food, won't allow dogs in, unfortunately. Yeah, so €15 with that electricity, 20 with. Not too bad, and we'll be able to sort out our black and grey waste and freshwater needs as well, so that's excellent. We're just going to have a little wander through the town now and see what Sneem has to offer.
So we've had a lovely day out in Sneem today. Did a little bit of a river walk earlier and then back through the town. Had a couple of drinks in the beer garden because it was really nice and sunny. So we're just going to have some kind of early dinner now. We didn't really have any lunch. So I went and bought some pies from the local patisserie. We got some potato salad there and some salad. So yeah, looks like it'll be a good one. So done a bit of a funny route today. We've carried on around the Ring of Kerry into a place called Killarney, and then after doing a bit of shopping and stuff, we've moved up to Kilorglin, I think, and that's because we're then going back over the mountains inland over something that's called the Ballygasheen Pass. So you'll see it in a minute. Let's hope it's not a complete nightmare in the van.
So mountain passes can be a bit challenging in a van our size. There's at least 3 roads, I think, since we've been in Ireland we haven't been able to take because we wouldn't have been able to get the van up or through them, but thankfully with this one we could, and nice rewarding outlook at the top.
thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Bye.